What's going on? It's Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are, and it's live stream day. Today we're going to just hang out, answer a few questions, chill, and maybe even look at a few channels. That's coming right up. Hey, welcome to a stream. It's been a few weeks. We're here in place called studio, I guess. Hey, how's everyone going? Straight to the chat, people. Beanie Draws in Car Galaxy Studios. The mods are in the house. Haircut, yes, Beanie. On the ball. Let's say good day to a few people. First person in here today is Green Guy the Gamer. And Briz Road blog was popping by about an hour ago. Saw that comment there earlier. Love the Kid Japan, welcome. Good day to everyone who's popping in right now. Let's see how everything's going here. Let's make sure the stream is working fine. Everything's good, I think. G'day, g'day. Process there, and we're good. I think I saw some alerts going out by email and so forth. A few people got those because they're here. Streams. So how's everybody's week going? I know I'm killing Beanie. He's been in several streams this morning. This is the second stream I've been in today. I didn't have a chance to pop into Roberto's stream because I know he goes for marathon. We had Brian G earlier a couple of hours ago. Roberto's been going since about the same time. I think he's still going. Last time I checked, he was still going. I'm going to check his live stream out later. He's great to catch on the replay. Put on the background, have a listen, do some other things while you're going about your day. How's everyone's day going there? Let's see some things going on in the chat. Want to see how everyone's going. I know I caught up with Beanie and Car in Brian's stream earlier. They were there. Anybody else that was in Brian's stream earlier? Hi. How you going? Beanie's been on a stream marathon. He's still in Roberto's stream and he's in my stream moderating. That's dedication. That's all I can say. Yeah, Brian's was very early. Brian started just before 7 a.m. my time, so I know in Japan it's even earlier, that one. So we're on a similar time zone, a few hours difference there. Green Guy the Gamer says his day is good. Excellent, excellent to hear. Making sure that I'm looking at the camera. I've moved my camera. I had it up a little higher and I've dropped it down. It's sort of next to my monitor now. So I have my chat here, OBS here, and other screen here. So I'm going to look a bit. And my monitor on. See that? 9 a.m. there in Japan. That makes sense. You're about an hour behind. It's 10 a.m. here. I know it's 11 a.m. down in Beanie Draws land, down there, down south. He's an hour ahead of me. It's looking pretty good everywhere. Car Galaxy Studio says the framing is looking good. Yeah, I was tweaking it a little bit before the stream. I like to get in and make sure. These Logitech cameras, you have to pretty much dial it in every stream. What I've done is I have to frame it, tell the software to push in a bit and do things, make sure that it's widescreen, make sure that it's PAL, not NTSC, and newest tip is to go manual focus, put the focus in, and then move. I might go out of focus, but it's not going to try and seek. Go out of focus, out of focus. So got it locked in on focus. I think I'm in backdrops as well. It's all looking good. Hey, Rodney's in the house. Boom. 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I know that daylight savings just started over there. So you guys are, for us, you guys are an hour earlier. So whereas if I wanted to go 9 p.m. Eastern, I would have started at 12. Now I started at 11. I thought, Brian's done. I've had my breakfast. I'm going to start at 10. So I started at 10 a.m. my time. So that's about 8 p.m. over East Coast. There's a hey from an MK Markel. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just having a bit of a hangout here, making sure I look at the camera at all times. Got a bit of a ticker here. That ticker going right here. All pointing at. Probably a bit too slow, but I'll leave it. Tweak that after stream. Did add some that. The subscriber Q&A and Hangout. We're just chatting. Got questions about tech or YouTube or anything else you want to throw in there, that's fine. Anything you want to discuss, throw it in here. And we'll go for it. One thing I'm doing and I'm going to do different, which I did mention a few weeks ago in the last stream, was that if we do channel reviews or impressions, as I call it, because I'm just going to have a look and say, hey, there's one or two things that I noticed right away that might be good to work on. I'm not going to go deep into any channel reviews. I'm certainly no Nick Nimmin or Brian G. Johnson. So I was like, oh yeah, let's have a look at your channel. Oh yeah, channel looks good. Thumbnails look good. Whatever. If we're doing that sort of thing, then instead of going asking for a chat, I've got a description below, goes to a Google form. And so people can go in there any time of the week and say, hey, you want to check out my channel on your next live stream? That's for, and it's got all the requirements on the first page there. So that's how we're doing it. So down in that Google Doc, I haven't even opened it to check to see if there's any in there yet. I will get onto that shortly. The other thing you can notice is right here, got some screen overlay stuff. This is the last 4 people to subscribe to my channel. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So this morning in Brian's stream, Free Music Jukebox, I noticed she subscribed. And we also, recent subscribers have been Roller in Paris, Nature, and Road Bike Culture. So there's some interesting sounding channels there, isn't there? So if you want to check those out. Anyway, the last 4. Of course, there's no super chat on this stream because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet to get the super chat and monetization, so that's fine. And but if you're one of those, yeah, they're the last 4. There's some other things that can pop up in there as well. If I had super chat activated, the super chats would come up in there. It'd just show me the last 4 to 6 actions on this live stream or on the channel. That's why at the moment it's all subscribers. They're the last 4 subscribers. That's using Streamlabs, using their event list feature. They've got a whole bunch of different types of ways you can do overlays and info. That's just a simple event list. People who super chats and donate via Streamlabs should come up in there as well. Except the link I've got in the description at the moment for tips and donations is actually not Streamlabs, it's Stream Tips. I'm trying that one out because apparently it works with Nightbot and will actually show the donation or chat in the chat itself, apparently. A bit like a super chat. So yeah, so let's have a quick look back at. Yeah, there's a few things. Random Outdoors says, how are you? Good. Hey, how you going? Good to see you here. A couple of people saying, can I get a review? Start the form, and we'll check that out. Lovely Kid Japan says, I had a funny accident on the channel. The video went 178 after 10 hours and then dropped to 150 after 2 days it grown, but I was like, what's happening? I know that YouTube adjusts views. They test it. So if it's in that first 24, 48 hours, or if there's or if it's further on in the video and it's like something that's happened in the last couple of days, those views will adjust a little bit after. While what do YouTube do? They do a check to see if their views are valid. So sometimes it might go up and go down. And even what I've noticed, even of late, is you look at your views, say one part of YouTube, it will give you a different number to another part of YouTube. So I've had like my most recent video on Super Chat, I had that showing like first day it was showing like 10 or 20 views. Somewhere else it was showing a few more, something like that. So it just depends on where you look as to what number it shows you. So it's one of those funny things about YouTube. So if you leave it go over time, then the number becomes more accurate. Certainly, you know, once it's been up for a week or two, whatever it says in your Creator Studio is probably pretty spot on. That. Okay, Car Galaxy Studios is saying this. A few things here. That manual code. Yeah, it's what's called a browser source in OBS. Streamlabs is a separate website for doing tips and donations, alerts. So if people do an action on your live stream, it will pick that up and give you a way to overlay it in your OBS using a browser source. They also have a feature where they have an add-on app you can put on your computer that makes a text file, so you can just do it as a text source in OBS instead of a browser source. Browser sources work quite well. There's just the format, default format with the event list. You can actually tweak that tabs to look differently, use different fonts and stuff. But I just went default one because Lovely Kid Japan says, "Can I unsubscribe and then sub again? Will I be there?" LOL. I'm not sure of that. I'm assuming that probably would work. And I have heard on other streams, like even on Twitch or YouTube and Mixer, and that people who have like a lot of gamers have a lot of this sort of stuff showing on their screen during their live stream. You know, they really celebrate. You know, to get a subscriber when somebody follows them, somebody um, you know, donates to their channel, and they have it all pop up, and they might have a bit of a Betty stream or something go up on the screen. Sometimes people will unsubscribe or resubscribe just to get their name on the screen. So I think it's possible. I haven't tested it, so we'll check that out. Oh, Nightbot's doing something. I've got Nightbot. I put Nightbot back on chat. So if it does something, maybe one of the mods can let me know. It did something silly there to MK Markel's. I don't know what the message said, but but Nightbot is an automated like moderator, and it does weird things. Ah, that shouldn't have done that. Three emojis shouldn't have done that. I have to scold Nightbot. Bad mod. Let me just check that. If Nightbot's going to be hinky on my stream again, I'm going to disable it like I did the other time. Somebody out that timed out. But a 5-second timeout the first time isn't real serious, because how long does it take to type a message? Look at that. See? Oh, Car Galaxy Studios is testing out my features. See, Nightbot has put there that you just sent me a $5 tip on Stream Tip. Let's celebrate. Oh, here's something else. This is cool. This is going to... I've been influenced by Owen video. Applause. Here we go. And the message says, "Thanks for all your hard work both on screen and off. For Car Galaxy Studios, I appreciate everything that you do. Thanks for being a moderator and all the participation, all those other streams that we're all involved with. That's awesome. Thank you for helping me test that too. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so the sound effects are coming through. I'd forgotten after I got started streaming. I forgot that I had these all set up. I was testing them. We'll throw a few in here and there along the way. Good pointing out. Good work, Rodney. Thanks for helping me with that, because what I've done is I put a lot of filters on the microphone. I've sort of followed a tutorial, so it might be cutting out. Maybe I'm getting too far away, so it's too soft, so it goes to the point where if you stop talking, it actually mutes the microphone. Can't remember what that's called now. Okay, Nightbot's at it again. Doesn't like the multiple emojis. So if you get a temporary timeout from Nightbot because of multiple emojis or something, just please forgive Nightbot, because he's getting a bit carried away. I have to keep tweaking the tolerance on the Nightbot on how many emojis before you actually kill a message. This is like a stream practicing in a stream and testing things that maybe other people haven't used before, or something along those lines. This is quite a few more sound effects here, but we'll look at that. Yes, Nightbot is a little bit trigger happy on the emojis, so I will. Yeah, but Nightbot's good because it also helps me with bringing up that message about the donations and stuff. Yeah, well, have a look at the Nightbot settings here. Let me pull this up real. Silly me, I thought, oh, no, I won't need to open it. I'll just something happens, I'll just jump in. The noise gate, yeah, I might take the noise gate part off. Let me real quick. Filters. I'll leave the gains and stuff on, but I'll leave the noise gate off. We need a tutorial on OBS audio. I'm not. That's probably my weakest point for OBS is audio. All right, let's have a look what it says here. The thing about Nightbot is it actually gives you a lot of information about the chat. So let's have a look at spam protection. I'm going to look at this real quick. And then I'm going to pull up the Google Docs for the channels and just see if there's anything in there. Access emote settings are set for... I'm going to ramp that right up. And then what you can also do is, with Nightbot, is Nightbot can actually send a message when something happens. But I've got that muted because I don't want Nightbot taking over the chat. But what Nightbot can also do is, if somebody breaks one of the, exceeds one of the filters, like for excessive caps or excessive emojis or being repetitive in the chat, it'll actually put a message into that person and say, hey, don't do that. So, but I don't think you need to do that. I think people get the point. Hopefully people pick up the point after a while. Sometimes you have to address these things, even as a real person moderator like Beanie and Rodney and Car Galaxy Studios here. All my mods are in the house. I've got more mods than Brian G. Johnson. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm going to leave that open. Now I need to jump to my Google Docs. Let's go check that out right now and see if we've got anybody with some forms. I've got to go to the right form. Zero responses. Nobody's filled in a form. Nobody's gone to the link into the description to fill in a form for me to look at their channel. So if that's something you'd like to do, the link is there. The questions are very simple. Go down to the description. There's a link to submit your channel for a review. Click on that. Fill in the channel details, which is your name and your channel link. Read the 3 qualifications before you do that. Check the box saying yes, awesome. What says I acknowledge. There's a little acknowledgement tick box, and then hit submit, and away you go. It goes in the list, and I look at it on the stream. Boom. Does that make sense? Okay. I am briefly glancing over at the chat from time to time. I did think of a segment for this live stream, just probably about half an hour before the stream started. I'm thinking, oh, that'd be an interesting segment, so we might do that shortly. I don't have any music or intro, but maybe we could use a sound effect to introduce that, but we'll do that shortly. We'll just go back to the chat. Green Guy the Gamer has asked a couple of times to check out his channel. Didn't fill out the form though. We will see. We'll be getting to that sort of thing shortly. We'll do a little bit more Hangout first before we start looking at, if we look at any channels, I reckon we'll look at a few. Car Galaxy Studios is doing a variety channel. Pretty quiet on the news front. I just saw that any news on YouTube or TubeBuddy is pretty quiet on the news front at the moment. I was looking at the TubeBuddy app yesterday, just at the news section. So I'll just have a quick look in case something's popped up overnight that I have missed, because I have not checked today. So let's have a look at that right now. And at the moment I have 245 subscribers right at this moment. Lovely. I said there's 8 new articles, so let's see if there's anything important for us YouTubers. Nothing of importance. Oh, some information about YouTube testing picture-in-picture. I'm not sure what that's about. That's the only thing that's popping out at me that I would be interested in. Random Outdoors reviews are free, 100% free. You don't need to send any money. You just need to fill in the form in the description. Click on the link to the Google Doc. It asks 2 questions: your channel name and your channel link. It's real simple. So do that, and we'll be checking them out shortly. And they are $0 free. Let me have a look at this. This is through the tube filter. It says YouTube is reportedly testing a picture-in-picture feature for the web, which would enable users to browse the site while watching a minimized video at the bottom of their computer screens. Oh, a bit like they do on their mobile apps already. You can sort of minimize it to the side and keep scrolling through your feed to see if there's anything else you want to watch next. So they're looking to bring that to desktop. So there you go, YouTube news. The feature is being piloted on both Chrome and Safari browsers among a small user subset. So they're doing a bit of a trial to get that to work. There we go, YouTube news, hot off the press. I did see a question in here from Rodney about iOS Super Chat. Yeah, that came out a week or 2 ago, a couple of weeks ago. I know when I'm in a stream now, I can see the little $sign on my mobile device, so I can give. Now, what I noticed is And if you look in my super chat video, and I didn't really touch on it on my super chat video, but if you notice in there, there's one screenshot part way through where it shows the different color codings for the different amounts. And I threw up the one for the normal giving by the PC, and then there's one for iOS specifically, and there's specific amounts because I think it goes through Apple, so it's like an in-app purchase. So they're a set price, so that's why they're like $1.99, $2.99, $5.99. I think the maximum you can do is $499. There's a limit on how much you can do through iOS, so it's not like if you've got a credit card you can put whatever amount you like on. It's set amounts for each color bracket, so like your $5 bracket is like $4.99, $9.99. So it's so what you'd expect if you were doing an in-app purchase from Apple, basically. So yeah, I've seen that pop up in a few streams. A lot of $4.99, $9.99 sort of price points coming up. So people go, oh, people are giving 99 cents. Oh, okay. Back to the chat, starting to move a bit more. Let's say a big g'day to Creative Fundamentals in the house. He's popping by. Dan, welcome to the stream. Getting used to looking at the camera again. Got a lot more going on. Got the stream, got the chat. Everything's happening here. Let's see what else is happening. Beanie's saying, should I ask for a cheeky review? Ah, indeed. Let me see if I can update this. People are popping in their details. So we'll be pulling up a couple of channels just to put them up on the screen and see if there's anything that we can notice and help out with. So we'll do that shortly. So there's a couple in there now, so we've got a couple to do. And remember, they're 100% free. 100% free. No super chat. But hey, if you want to give a donation, there's a stream tip link in the bottom. Car Galaxy Studios helped us out by testing that earlier. That was a $5. I can't call it a super chat because it wasn't a super chat. But it was a $5 tip or donation from Car Galaxy Studios just to test that feature and to appreciate the everything that's going on around this channel and this stream and other streams. Let's see. Charlie Needs is in the house. Hello, Charlie. Do you like the bands The Cure and The Smiths? I think I've heard of The Cure. I don't know if I've heard of The Smiths. I'm a little bit out of the music scene at the moment. I used to be really into music. I used to play bass guitar actually back 20 odd years ago. But I'm so far out of the music scene now that it's crazy. I know who Rihanna is. I know who Taylor Swift is. This is shocking, isn't it? Yeah. My musical culture has gone downhill since the last few years. Well, focused on other things, especially in the last few years on YouTube. So, yes. Okay, back to the chat because I need to get back through the chat. Beanie says that I've got myself 120 subs this year so far. Good work, mate. There's been that many. That's good. I'm happy. It's increasing. And you know what? When our watch time's up, and that's partly because we're doing live streams. I don't post. I need to post more regular videos. That last video on Super Chat, I was working on that for literally weeks, bits and pieces at a time, in between full-time job and everything else, and then I finally got it done last week and got it up for you guys. And then I got some follow-ups you're gonna like. I've got a 2-part video coming up on moderating YouTube chats, and the first video was going to be about, as a streamer, what you should be looking for in a moderator and how to set up moderators on your channel. The second video would be for the moderators themselves on tips and tricks and how to moderate live streams. So that's my next 2 videos that I'm working on. I started the script and the research yesterday, so that's a little sneak peek. So I thought I'd put it out there. I'm feeling the vibe, so I thought we'd go, and yeah, I thought a few people like that. I looked. There's not a lot of stuff on that out there. There's a lot of stuff on how do I add a moderator in YouTube. There's people like Tim Schmoyer and Daryl Eves have done videos on that. You know, just okay, go here and click this and click this and click this, and but there's no real information on how you moderate, what a moderator should be looking for, different things like that. What streamers need to look for in a moderator. I don't want to go into I don't want to give away all the information in the video, so I'll leave it at that. But look out for those couple of videos in a few when I get them done. In a few weeks. Well, I'm going to space them out. I'm not going to put them both out together, of course. Yeah, moderator etiquette. That's part of it. Yeah, definitely. That'll be in the in part 2 of the video. Part 1 is for streamers and channel owners, and recruiting moderators and things like that. Now I've got some. I asked Nick Nimmin to give me his thoughts on choosing moderators. So I've got some insights from Nick Nimmin going on there as well. So so that's cool. What is that popping up there? Creative fundamentals. I can't even read that. Average. I believe that's a donation. I can't even read it. Do not fear. Let's go to the other screen where that is bigger. My stream deck doesn't want to work. Go Pappy Go, bite-sized tips in the house. Welcome. I need to check this out, but my let's do it in OBS. That's a $10 donation, I believe. That must have come in by Streamlabs. That's the Streamlabs link. Oh, so I've had a donation by the Stream Tip link and the Streamlabs link. So the Streamlabs link, because this is a Streamlabs overlay here, that's why it's coming up in there. And as you saw before in Car Galaxy Studios, donation came up in the chat because it was via Stream Tip and it integrates with Nightbot. See, we're testing things out. We're doing things that are outside the box here that most streamers don't do. Everybody relies on Super Chat. But hey, if you don't have Super Chat, you've got stuff going on here. There's other ways of monetizing your live streams. Look at that. It's a test case and it's working. There we go. So thanks, Dan, for that donation of $10. That says 10. Is that 10 Australian dollars? Or is it just giving me the wrong information? I'll have to go and check that out in the Streamlabs dashboard there. It'll tell me. Maybe. Oh, give me the information. Okay, there is a message with that didn't come through because this part's not showing the message, and it says, "Appreciate all your efforts." Thanks, Dan. I appreciate helping testing out things there, and also the tip or donation. Yes, because I had my Streamlabs going for a little while, so that's like with overlay. But because I've been mucking around with Nightbot a little bit, I found the Stream Tip one, and it says that it integrates it into the chat, so it comes up in the chat. I thought, well, that's sort of a little bit more like Super Chat, so without the colors. So I thought, well, we'll give that a try as well. So that's why I put that link in the description. So Dan sneakily got my other link from somewhere. And done it. So we've tested both out, so that's awesome. I've got so many windows open now. This is crazy. Yeah, that's about right. Car Galaxy Studios. Yeah, the AUD is close to, usually pretty close to Canadian dollars. So, Shannon Vlogs in the house. Good evening, everyone. I think it's $1,000,000 Australian dollars. Pretty sure that's the conversion. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Because $1,000,000 Australian dollars is still pretty good. I'll take that. Thank you. I'm using regular OBS, Dan, just the regular one. There, Slobs has got some limitations that I'm not really gonna. Oh, I must have both links in there. Maybe because I know Car did the one that was with Stream Tip, which is the one I thought I had updated that one. So maybe I've got both of them in there. I think I've got the Streamlabs one as in my generic part of my description, so that's probably what's happening. There's a question back up here, which is going off my little chat here somewhere. Where is it? It was from Dan. Oh, he said nice set. Yep. We've been tweaking the set. We've got the light box there that we can switch out little quotes and pictures and stuff. I've got that turned on. I've got another light box over this side, there, which says, if I move my head, it says subscribe, like, and share. I don't have that turned on. It's just sort of sitting there. I've got both in the description. I assumed as much. The bookshelf, which we had in the last, that was there in the last stream, but what I've done is I've propped it up a little bit higher, and I've brought my camera lower, because before my camera was looking down a little bit more. It was a bit more of an angle. So what I've got here is I've got an LED lighting strip sort of running around the back of it to give it the blue glow. And what I did is 2 weeks ago I picked up some LED candles, and instead of doing them as candles because they come up quite bright, I've actually put them behind, like my clock, which is behind me here, right behind this little camera here, as like additional blue illumination. So it actually matches the blue LED strip that I've already got running around the back. So I get a blue, and in the night I've got natural light coming in, so that sort of takes away a little bit of the glow, but you can see the glow even there a little bit. But I've got a window out of shot right there, back a bit, and then there's more windows over this way along the wall, so I can't really block all that out. So in the daytime I get natural light, and I just sort of supplement that. I tried doing some testing at night time last night by turning some lights on, and like I forgot to turn my monitor on today. That was looking. You saw how that looked last time. Anybody that was here in the last stream, that was looking quite good. But at night time, when I'm only using my lights and don't have the sunlight, I was looking washed out because I think my camera, the apertures or iris is open a lot wider, so these sort of things here and up here, oh, gotta get used to this, they get washed out quite a bit. So even you can see this clock behind me got a bit of a blue glow. There's another blue candle behind that, giving a little bit of a thing going on there. And what I need to switch back to that one. I quite like this here because I've got this ugly beige wall. Beige walls are the bane of YouTubers. This beige wall, so I've put this, that's why I've put this event list box here, just to fill that out a bit. I've got an extra light, which I'm going to get probably a color gel for. I'm going to stick it down this stairwell here and shine it up, so that'll at least give it some color in the future. Probably if I'm doing something at night time particularly, because it won't really show up that much in daytime. I've got too much sunlight coming in. Anyway, that's enough about my setup. I'm missing the chat. Everyone's saying hi to Shannon Vlogs, of course, has come in. I think it's, yeah, everyone's saying it's looking good, and they like the display here. It's the event list in Streamlabs that does that. I thought I'd set it to the last 6, but it seems to be defaulting the last 4. I'll have to go and check my settings again on that. But you can set that to show 4 or 6, and it'll show just the last X number of events. So whether that's a subscriber or a super chatter or some other donation or thing, depending on what platform you're on. But with YouTube, I think we're limited to subscriber and super chat and donations by Streamlabs. Jane in the house. Now, everybody, Jane Singh in the house is actually a friend of mine. He actually lives in India. He probably a long time ago now. It's probably well over 10 years ago. He spent some time here in Australia and stayed with me in my house. Amongst other things, he's a co-worker and a good friend. So everyone say hi to Jay there. He's joining us all the way from India. It's all happening. I'm going to go back and see how we're going because I know a few people filled in the form, and I haven't really done this before. This is a new part. Have I lost it? Oh no, there it is. Let's see if we can do this. Is MK Markel still in the house? Hey, Savage Scientist, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Shannon, that's my light, another light box. I don't have it turned on to be brighter. I should really turn it on. Let's have a check. Boom. So you can, yeah, it looks not too bad there. At night time when I've got a little bit less light, these are so bright that they wash out a bit. So it's all good. Streamlabs versus StreamTip. Yeah, StreamTip it's just a basic service. It's PayPal as well, and it just integrates with Nightbot, and Nightbot throws it up into the chat. That's the only reason why I checked it out and put it and tested it. I think with Streamlabs and StreamTip, they pretty much stay out of the transaction because it's by PayPal. They just facilitate the landing page and stuff. So it's a good one. Yeah, we got the set looking quite good. I most recently last night as I lifted the shelf up a bit, so it was sitting a little bit low, so it's a bit more behind me now. And it helps deal with some of this ugly beige. Yeah, I don't think there's a revenue split because it's all via PayPal. You pay if there's any PayPal related fees, PayPal gets that, and then everything else goes straight to the streamer. So I don't think there's much at all. I'll look into that afterwards, and I'll probably get back to that in the next stream. I could probably research that and get back to you guys on Streamlabs versus StreamTip. But I think they're both because they're both using PayPal. In the end, you chonk out to PayPal, and it goes straight to my PayPal account, I believe. I'm pretty sure Dan's did. Let's have a look. I got a PayPal alert for Dan's. Let's have a look. Let's get the answer right now. Yeah, super chats are like 30-70. 30 to YouTube, 70 to the streamer, but then there's other. There could be if it's an iOS chat, then Apple take a little bit of processing, and yeah, PayPal will take their normal processing fee. Let's have a look. I'm pulling up my PayPal app now. We're going to check this out. They're both in my PayPal. I need to look at transactions. Show me the transactions. Activity. That's what I want. Money in. Yeah, for Yeah, they both came through PayPal. So both Streamlabs and StreamTips go straight through PayPal, and yeah, I can see that I got majority of. Yeah, apart from a small fee, I got the whole amount. So, you know, say you did the $10 super chat, then you'd only get no more than $7 out of the 10 if you were super chatting. But here, via PayPal, I get everything bar the PayPal fee, and obviously there's some foreign currency transaction stuff as well. But yeah, into my account, I got, in Australian dollars, I got not far off the full amount. So, you know, I'm slightly favoured because of the exchange rate as well. So it's all simple, and yeah, getting paid by PayPal, that's definitely, you get the money straight away too. With Super Chat, you got to wait for your AdSense payout. So it'd be probably, say if I got a Super Chat on the stream today, then I probably wouldn't get paid out till what, May or something like that for that particular donation, because they do their processing once a month and it's for a period, and it's confusing. Anyway, where are we? So yes, when you do it via PayPal get their processing fee, but the streamer gets everything else. So it's a better deal than YouTube Super Chat. Green Gamer Guy says he's back. Welcome back. Yeah, so check those out. Check out Streamlabs, which does a lot of overlay stuff, and also has a tip function. Stream Tips is purely just like a tip jar. It's just a landing page to put your donation, leave a message, and push the donation through PayPal. Pretty much what the Streamlabs part does, but that's all it does. But it integrates with Nightbot, so it will pop that message into the chat to say that somebody's donated in the chat. There would be a way to get that on the screen as well. I just haven't set that up. And yeah, Streamlabs is more fully featured because you've got this event list style overlay. You can have the standard alerts with the message popping up, or the message not popping up, and saying it's a super chat, saying it's a donation by Streamlabs, saying it's maybe have a little picture that pops up with animation. So you can do all that through Streamlabs. So Streamlabs has a lot more features. That's a great idea, Dan. I like that. Because we've done half the research here on the stream. So yeah, we need to get together and work something out there. So and this week's a good week for it because I'm off work for a week. The next coming week, I'm not at work, so I should really pull my finger out and get working on some more of my videos. I do have a few in the works, of course, like we were talking about before for the moderation. So, I like it. Everybody's in there. Everyone's talking amongst themselves. Green Guy the Gamer says, "Did you make it to the part where we check each other out?" Not yet. I have. I noticed there's a couple in there, which is excellent. So we'll go and look at those shortly. Yeah, we just got onto topics of interest and discussion that's just sort of come up naturally between everybody, and that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Now, I did say I had a segment worked out, and I don't know if we're going to do this or not, but let's give it a try. And I think we need some music would be good, but I don't have music set up, so we could just do a simple. First of all, I need to make sure I'm on the right screen. Let's just refresh that. All right, we're going to do this, and then we're going to move on. Let's try. right, here we are. This is a segment. I just started staring at OBS and went blank. This is a segment called What's in My Sub Feed. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, we're going to have a quick look at what's in my subscription box today. What new videos are out there. I'm not going to play them, but we're just going to give a quick overview, see what's out there, and maybe somebody will give a shout out. Is that seriously Roberto still streaming right now? Beanie, you can answer that because I know you were in both streams. It looks like that Roberto is still streaming there. My mousing over isn't actually going to show on the screen, so we can see there in the first, up the top there, Roberto is live streaming. He's been live streaming since, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3. He's coming up to 4 hours. What's he? Oh, he's just finished. Okay, that's probably why it only says like 51 people. Catch you later, Dan. We'll talk later. We'll message each other on those ideas. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Roberto's just finished, so he's just showing up there still alive. So we might do a quick refresh. That might disappear if he's finished. Oh, it's a long refresh. Why is that taking so long? There we go. Oh, it's still showing up. Okay. I got a video by Filmright there. Stylize your visuals with lens whacking. I have no idea what that is. But Filmright does a lot of advanced filming projects and filming techniques. I haven't watched any of their videos for a while, but that's in my sub feed. Brian G. Johnson in the house. He's got 2 there because his stream got interrupted, so it broke it up into 2 streams. The first part is this 42-minute part down in the second line, and the second part is this 30 minutes. So he went for about an hour and 10 all up, plus probably an extra 5 or 10 minutes for the break in between. Catch you later, Dan. Thank you so much. Zolotech has a video on an iOS 11.3 beta 6. Zolotech does a lot of iOS, iPhone related stuff. He does videos out on every update, every beta, so he's really good to find out what's new on iPhone or iOS. So I quite like watching him. He explains stuff really well. Lens whacking is a technique used to detach lens to create a dreamy effect. I shall learn something from that. I might watch that. It's interesting. I'm not one that's up to being into advanced filming. I'm flat chat, making sure that I'm in focus. Then do blurry backgrounds and so forth. So what else we got? We've got Ross Silla's photographer. And Ross, he's got 2 channels. He's got this one that's specifically on photography and stuff for photographers. And he's got his business one, which is this one that says SEO marketing strategies. He's really good for, I like Ross for his encouraging and giving business ideas and stuff like that. So I like Ross for that. Everything Apple Pro. I don't watch it. Apple announces March 27th keynote. What to expect? Well, there's news from overnight. I hadn't checked that out yet. Everything Apple Pro. I don't always get to watch his videos, but they're in my feed. He's another Apple person. Jamie Hughes, who's one of the people in the Tube Ritual group. That's why I'm following him. He does movie reviews. It talks about movies. So he's got a Tomb Raider movie review there. So if you're into Tomb Raider, check that out. Another person from the Tube Ritual group, Arnie Jacobson. He's got a video on wristwatch addiction. So he must be looking at or reviewing a particular watch. I catch Arnie sometimes. He does a bit of some travel videos as well. So it's either tech or travel or tech for travel. He always his voice and his look, it reminds me of Ric Flair, the wrestler. So I like Arnie. He's cool. Snazzy Labs. I always watch Snazzy Labs videos 5 hidden Mac tricks you never use. So if you've got a Mac and you want to learn some behind-the-scenes tips and tricks, then check out Snazzy Lab's new video there. Dr. Sten, who's in a lot of these live streams. Dr. Sten is always, I always see him. He's in Nick's stream. He's in Brian's streams. He's in Dan's streams. He's in everybody's streams. He's a good participant in the community, and it's Dr. Sten. And he's got a lot of stuff on health and wellness, and his stuff's pretty good. I don't always watch every video, but I try and jump on them when I can. Beanie says everything Apple Pro kind of annoys him sometimes. Yeah, it's probably why I don't watch it all the time. I prefer, because I like my iOS news, I watch Zola Tech and he explains things. But yeah, everything Apple Pro, his presentation is not as good for me. I don't know who Dylan Films is or why he's in my sub box. There's a video on Scotland apparently. But we shall move on. Now, I like DSLR video shooter. His channel is all about using DSLR mirrorless cameras to do video. He's got a pretty schmick setup in the studio. He does a weekly live stream. He has videos on cameras and lenses and lighting and audio. Everything to do with video production. So if any YouTuber, Caleb at DSLR video shooter, he's pretty awesome in my opinion. His video here is clean video background. So he's got some vinyl background options for videos, for backdrops. So that's interesting. These are all recent. I'm getting up to 9 or 10 hours. I'm probably not gonna go down my list too far. This is the last line I'll probably look at. Epos Vox, he does tech. He's a tech YouTuber. He talks about anything tech related to streaming and gaming. His OBS course is so thorough that it's ridiculous. So if you want to do like an in-depth OBS course, go to his channel. He has a playlist of literally probably close to 100 plus videos on OBS in a series numbered 0 to however many he has, and they're each on a little part and aspect of using and setting up OBS and doing different things, capture cards, using every little part of OBS, understanding the audio, understanding the filters, understanding what a scene and a source is, doing the audio mixing. So I recommend Epos Vox, even if it's just for the OBS tutorials, but he does a lot of good stuff. This one here is on the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. Now that's a capture device for capturing gameplay, so you can plug it into, say, your Xbox or your PlayStation and capture the gameplay. And I think that's one of the ones that has like you plug your hard drive in, it records it straight to the hard drive, so you don't even need a computer, if it's what I'm thinking of. But anyway, Epos Vox, I watch his stuff all the time. He's quite entertaining, and I like it when he sometimes does a little rant, and I always say, I go in his chat and I say, that rant would be approved by Roberto Blake, and then shortly after Roberto comes in and says yes, gives a thumbs up, say yes, I agree with this rant. So he's got some quite interesting thoughts on things, and if you're into Roberto Blake, then those thoughts would line up quite well. Anyway, let's end that segment on what's in my sub box, because I don't want to go too far down. I could go forever. And here we are back on the screen. Now, there's been some stuff in the chat there. I know a lot of it was people saying cool segment. Yeah. Well, I just come up with a half hour beforehand. I was sitting there looking at my iPad. I thought this could be a segment for a live stream. What's in my sub feed? Hey, get on my sub feed. You get your new video shouted out. That's what I say. But you got to get in my sub feed. So it relies on me subscribing to you. So let's get caught up on these chat messages right now. Yeah, Savage Science says there's a cool section. Beanie says interesting segment. People commenting on the specific. Foulfish said he sees Dusty on TubeBuddy. Yep. And yeah, that's awesome. We shall regroup here, and then we will look at those couple of those channels that have been submitted so far. I'm going to refresh my Google document just in case. I will shout out who I've got so far once it refreshes. We've got two to look at. MK Markel, who's been waiting patiently. Big thumbs up there from him just back in the chat slightly. We'll be looking at him. And Lovely Kid Japan. Both of those have submitted their links, so we'll be looking at those shortly. Anybody else wants to submit their link, they can go to the link in the description and leave their information. The handy thing about this for me is because I don't have Super Chat, I don't have a record of anybody requesting. So this is a good way to request, and I know who I've done, or who I need to do, and then that's good because then afterwards, if I want to go back and see if see what changes they made, or I want to go back and say, yeah, I might subscribe to that channel, or keep tabs on that channel, then I have a list and I have a record of that, so that helps me to reach out and do my thing. Lurkers come forth. Who's it going to give me first? I don't know. Let's look at individual here. It says Lovely Kid Japan. Is that number one? Lovely Kid Japan's first, and then MK Markel. I'm just going to have a quick look here just to make sure everything's checking out. And I've got to figure out how to. I know one way of opening the channels. If I can find you in chat, I can also open you that way. If I can. Oh, don't beach ball on me. I've got to be careful not to open too many tabs. I'm opening a few tabs now. Let me get these tabs. Oh, opening individual tabs. Don't do that. I want you all in the same window. Yeah, it's not quite working for me here. Oh, I need to close some tabs for sure. Don't want to close that one. That one can close. That one can close. Hopefully that helps. Oh, I think I'm taxing my computer's ability to look at tabs in Windows. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the subscription one, the subscription box one. Oh, this is the food channel. Ah, lovely, lovely. If only I can get the. How do I get that added into that window? Technical difficulties in how I'm going to display these channels. I should really have worked this out beforehand, because my overlay screen is linked to this particular set of windows, but I've got these set up elsewhere. How do I merge them? Can I merge them? Open in dashboard. What the heck is that? Can I merge windows? Safari, can I merge windows? Yeah, I might have some sync issues. If I've got some sync issues, it might be because I was opening extra tabs and taxing my CPU. I'm thinking that might be why. I haven't thought this through. Let's do this. Let's do... Maybe I should do it as a window capture. Let's do... On the fly... That's because I created a new scene in OBS, so I'm blank for a second there. So don't worry, it's not all going downhill. Talk amongst yourselves. Superhero 2.0, hi. Just making sure I'm able to bring these channels up that I've committed to now. Oh. I haven't used that one for a while. Haven't used that one for this stream, but we've also still got the event list there for everyone to look at. Because I can't use studio mode on OBS, this is slightly problematic. Slightly problematic because I'm gonna have to do something. You're gonna watch. This is how you set up a screen on the fly. So if it goes blank for a second, don't worry. I'll be right back. And I noticed that my mic didn't carry over, and I know why. I got to add that to this new scene. So I was talking there, and I realised it was blank. And there we have the audio source. And I'm also going to add the other one. All right, let's get this screen to fit on the screen, and we're good to go. Just about. All right, let's lock that. All right. I think I've got it going on now. Let's just do that. I need to find my missing windows. And let's give this a crack, shall we? All right. And the first one we're checking out today, Lovely Kid Japan. And yes, we're up. Look at that on the screen. Everybody can see Lovely Kid Japan. I know I saw Lovely Kid Japan on a recent stream. Was it Nick Dimmon's stream? I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Dan's. It's all blending in for me. Okay, this is their banner at the top here. Oh, you can see my pointer now that I've done display mode. That's pretty cool. The banner. I've seen this banner before. I like the banner. It does have that Japanese vibe, so that's always awesome. I know there was some advice given about something on the banner, but I'm liking it in most cases. I see Lovely Kid Japan is very clear and easy, and it says at the bottom here, family vlogs every day. I sort of, to me, it seems like some of the letters here are sort of lost by the branches, and maybe a little bit by the pink here, but it tells you what it's about, which is awesome. Let's see what everyone is saying about that. Get some community feedback there. Lots of emojis there from Love the Kid Japan, because we've got the channel up there. Car says, great banner. However, I will say that the family vlogs should be different color and bigger. So yeah, that's sort of basically what we're just talking about. It's just because it blends in, the F and the A blends in with the branch a bit, because it's brown and the letters are black. And even where the pink is, it blends in a little bit. But apart from that, I think it's a great banner. So yeah, that's good for Car Galaxy Studios. Is pretty much agreeing with what I was saying about the banner there. So I don't have too much else about the banner to say, and the profile picture, the channel icon, it matches. We've got the same flower design there, the same similar, or yeah, very similar font. I know it's not quite the same font, but that's okay. This is Love the Kid Japan. I don't even know if you need to Love the Kid Japan on there. Maybe just the flower itself could be good, but that's still good. Because once it's showing up on different devices, that could be a little bit hard to read. But apart from that, that's good. It's unique. It's not the generic letter or YouTube assigned logo. As long as you don't, if you have a YouTube assigned logo, I'll be worried. But no, that looks good. It's looking good. I need a sip of water. Let's have a quick look. Let's scroll down. This is the home page. First of all, we've got playlists. I can see quite a few playlists. I might go look at the video screen actually. We've got Japan trips, we've got international party in Japan. Before I do that, I like to go to the about page. This is what I like to do. So this is my stream. I'll do it my way. I like to go to the about page and read what it's about, and just see if that's congruent with what I'm looking at with the thumbnails and the pictures and the banner. Hi, welcome to Lovely Kid Japan. We're a bilingual family who live in Japan. Makes sense. That's all seems congruent with what I'm looking at. Mama is from Slovakia and Daddy is from Japanese. Is Japanese, not from Japanese. Oh my goodness, I can't read. Our eldest son is 16. Our younger teenage little one is already 5. Raising multilingual kids, challenging but fun. Children can speak Japanese, Slovak, English. Awesome. Sharing a lot about life adventures in Japan. All sorts. Food, interesting places, parenting. So it's a bit like a family vlog, but specifically covering being mixed family, multiple languages, living in Japan. So it's got a theme. It's not just, hey, I'm making lunch and I'm going down the shop and I'm going to school. It sounds like it's very interesting for people who like to watch vlogs that have that are unique. And I feel that's probably a fairly unique set of circumstances for the family to be vlogging about. That's pretty good. Let's go to the videos, which is where I was heading to. Okay, well, these are the recent videos. You can see the most recent one was here 16 hours ago, inside of a Japanese bakery near me. So it's a bit of a vlog in the bakery, and Japanese bakeries are pretty unique. Very different. Different parts of the world bakeries. They have, they have their own unique, like pastry or breads or whatever. So yeah, interesting. The thumbnails are all different. The face is good. This one, clean with me. Japanese pantry. That's interesting. With the text over top of the picture there, it's a little hard to read on that particular one. It's the third one along. Now, I'm not sure if that's like the stuff out of the pantry, which I'm assuming it is, or if it just looks like a table that's got like a whole lot of rubbish on it or something. I'm not sure, but I'm gathering it's the things out of the pantry. We're doing a clean. We're going through what's in the pantry and throwing out the stuff that's not there and all that sort of stuff. So that's my guessing from looking at the thumbnail. This is what I'm getting out of it. It says, what's in my Japanese pantry? So you're maybe just highlighting everything you got. This is what I cook with. This is what we use. That's pretty cool. So very unique vlogging ideas. yeah, so each thumbnail is a little different, and you know, the first one there, it's a black box with a serif sort of text, quite small there. I love Japan bread. I can read that. Maybe it could be a little bit bigger. And this second one here is another clean with me. That's in a brown circle with white writing again, similar sort of font. It's still very small to read. This is a lot bigger. The third one's a lot bigger. Clean with me, 2018 Japanese Pantry. Slightly different font again. Sort of blends in. A lot of that white blends in. This third one, I see you've got your channel logo there at the bottom corner. That's pretty cool. I can see that on the one about fire down here. I have trouble reading for my eyes on my screen that I'm on now, which is an 11-inch screen. So it's not the biggest screen. So if you imagine someone on a mobile device, whatever. This one here about the Minimalist Game 2018. It is quite small to read. So maybe the text could be bigger on that. So probably I would just talk about the getting the thumbnails, maybe getting a theme to the thumbnails. But using I can see you're probably using pictures either from the video or taken at the time of the video, which is great. You can maybe, like you have with that most latest one there, you've used a text box to put the text on a box, so it's contrasting. You can read it clearer, because if that said "I love Japan bread" over top of the bread, it would be hard to read. So that's going along the right path for putting text over, say, a full background picture. So yeah. Start to, as Brian G says, Brian G Johnson. I can't get that out. Congruency between thumbnails, so they know that it's yours. I know Nick talks about that a lot as well, making sure that if they saw that thumbnail pop up in their sub feed, they don't have to look to see who it's from. They go, "Oh yeah, that's from Lovely Kid Japan. I recognise that thumbnail style." So if you come up with a style and maybe stick with that style, you can be creative around the style, particularly with the picture that you use or the different colors. Maybe pick a selection, a group of colors that go well together. Maybe so the second one there has like a light brown border. Maybe if you pick up some colors that go with that, because that's sort of like a lighter version of the brown on the tree on your channel art. You've got the pink of the flowers. So you've got the brown, the pink, and the white as a bit of a color scheme or theme for the channel, so you can maybe bring that into the thumbnails a little bit more. Yeah, I spent plenty of time on that channel. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Just looking what I can see there right now. I'm just going to click on playlists just to have a look. You got a bunch of playlists there. Looks like you're pretty solid on putting stuff in the playlist, so that's pretty cool. Lovely. Yeah, that's good. We're going to move on to, so let's do throw some sound effects there. It's going to run back to that screen for a second while we change things out. Thank you, Lovely Kid Japan, for doing your thing. Okay. I think we had one other that I saw that was ready to go, which was MK Bytes, which I'll have a look at in just a second. We're getting there. I'm losing all my tabs. MK Markel. Oh, Nightbot's at it again. Excuse Nightbot there. What is Nightbot doing? I don't know why Nightbot did that. Why did you do that? I don't know what Nightbot's up to. Excuse Nightbot for hiding. Nightbot's gone silly. Oh, turning Nightbot off. Okay, so don't forget, as it says in the little ticker there. And if you look in the chat, there's a link. If you want me to check your channel out, go and go to the link and quickly fill in your information. And if it's there, we'll pull it up. I don't know what to do with this Nightbot. I'm going to turn Nightbot off, I think. I need to go there. Where do I do that? I think you're right, Beanie. I think you're right. It's just like in little spurts. Nightbot decides, oh, I'm not liking that comment. Oh dear. My OBS is doing weird stuff as well. I'm look like I'm going fast and slow. So if anything's looking strange in the stream, okay, let me quickly turn Nightbot off if I can remember how. I did it last time. Actually, I know what to do. I just need to turn all the spam protection stuff off. Disable. Disable. Oh, disable. And disable. Okay, that's easy. Because then it will still show the stream tip stuff. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to refresh that. And then we're about to go and check out MK Markel. Have I missed anything important in the chat? Because I was pretty in depth on the looking at the channel there before. I was just staring at it. Okay, that's all the Nightbot stuff where it was doing things. So Nightbot has officially been kicked out of moderator duty. So all it's allowed to do is pop up the stream tip donations if any occur. So Nightbot has been banished. I have superb mods. I don't need Nightbot. That is all. Okay, let's go look at MK because I've been teasing MK's channel for a while. So let's jump over to that right now. And let's give him a big cheer as we transition. Okay, MK Bytes is what it says on the banner. And the channel is MK Markel. 1.3k subscribers. It says mukbangs, reviews, and how-to recipes. So this is a food channel. That's what it tells me. So if I'm wrong, I'm in trouble. But looking at the thumbnails here, it says up in these upload ones. We'll have a look, and it's just mukbang food presented to me. So I think I'm on the right track. So as I do, I'm going to jump to the About page and just see what that says. Hello everyone, welcome to the MK Bytes, and I'm your host, MK Markel. This channel is all about enjoying delicious mukbangs, doing some food reviews, and how-to recipes. It's making me hungry. The material on my page are available for all ages. If you're interested in any of these types of videos, subscribe to my channel and join the MK family. And so forth and so forth. Alright, let's look at the video tab, because I know it's on the home page. We'll go back to the home page. I know something on the home page which we'll go back to. Now I'm liking these thumbnails. That you've got the meal in front of you, you're in it, you're sitting in front of the particular food that the video is about. So we've got the recent one here. Dungeness crab mukbang. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Seafood boiled crawfish mukbang. I know the mukbang. I can say that. So that's we've got some green text in the fonts there. I'm not sure how clear they are. They look like they could be a little bit squished, like the font, the letters or the fonts themselves. So and I'm not sure if green's the best color. But you know, that's something to experiment with because I can see here. I like this. You know what? I really like this thumbnail here, the KFC mukbang, George Guy Honey Mustard Barbecue. So it's like you're doing a Nashville hot chicken, so it's 2 versus the KFC, something like that. I like this style of thumbnail, but I guess that's because that's a bit specific as this versus this, the hot chicken versus the George Gold. That's the thumbnail I really like. Going back to this one here with the red font. Again, it's similar to the green font. I think the green font stands out a little bit more, but I think the font, I don't know, maybe it's the font choice. Then down here, it's still red, and it's more of like a Times Roman sort of sans serif type font. This one's got your like a ye old European type font. So the font keeps changing, which to me is a bit of a disconnect. So maybe we can nail down maybe 1 or 2 fonts that work well for you. This one, Subway, I recognise Subway, so that's pretty clear as to what that is. Subway mukbang, new steak Veracruz signature. Sounds nice. Popeye's mukbang, fried chicken. So you've got Louisiana kitchen. There we are. That part of the United States, Louisiana, and so forth. My favourite thing out of Louisiana, the thing that myself and my daughter watch every week, is NCIS New Orleans. So I found out all about that part of the US is from that show. So if I don't know, I don't know. If they tell me what's going on down there, then I know. Let's have a look there. So yeah, some interesting things. So yeah, just work out what you want to put in there as consistency. Having your face in there is great. So you've got there. That's why I like this one. It's got your face, and you got the verses, the 2 colors split in half. That's really stands out to me. If that was in amongst other thumbnails that look similar to the other ones, that one's the one that stands out to me for sure. So you're onto something with that one. So yeah, nail down what's a good font that you could use and maybe present it a little bit differently. I don't mind the idea of you sitting at the table because it's a bit like unboxing therapy, sitting at his table holding the product that he's reviewing that day. So it gives me that sort of vibe. So that's interesting. I want to look at playlists real quick. Yeah, I thought there wasn't too many. You got seafood boils and fast food playlists. You've got a few in each. The next thing you want to do is to get those playlists to show up on the homepage. Because I noticed the only playlist you have showing up is your uploads. You do that by clicking on, it should be another, on your version, there should be like a blue button up about here. It says something like create or edit layout. If you click on that, it'll take you to the old layout where you can go and add and move around playlists and other videos onto your homepage. So you need to get as much content on your homepage as possible because at the moment, we're only seeing this uploads playlist and it's only showing us, well, on my screen anyway, it's only showing us the last 3 videos. But you want to have maybe a few lists going down the page. Certainly your 2 playlists that you've got in the playlist, you want to have them on your front page in that same horizontal view. So if you work on that one, I think you'll be on a winner. Who's getting hungry looking at that? Let's see a raised hand in chat. Let me go back to that. Oh my. So yes, that was the MK Bites. That's MK Markel's channel. That's looking really awesome. That's a very specific niche of food with the mukbangs and the seafood and the chicken and stuff and the Subway even. It's a very specific style, so I think that's pretty awesome because it's not like, hey, I'm just making food or I'm just, we're just doing cakes or something. Everybody does cakes or everybody does steak. So this is good. Reviews, how-tos, and recipes. That's awesome. I need to move that off the screen so I can continue. Everything's disappearing. Bring that back up. We've got a third channel showing up here, so I'm gonna go in and see who that is. I think I know who it could be. And the third channel is, hang on, what is that? I've done that one. Why is it showing me MK Markel again? That's showing me the wrong channel. Random Outdoors. That's the one I was looking at. I had a feeling it was Random Outdoors. So I'll get that ready. And we'll get cracking on that one in just a sec. So what's happening in the chat that I've missed while I've been rambling around after these channels? Gee, pulling up these channels is really making my CPU get a hit each time I open them. How are we going here?
In this channel, we're going to do a whole bunch of outdoor
back
stuff.
too far through the chat.
Survival tutorials. And,
people saying it looks like a yummy channel. Yeah, the food's looking good. It's making me hungry.
Working on a gym and taking it for
Beanie says never heard of mukbang before. I've heard of it before, but
leave a comment below, subscribe, maybe leave
I've
a like.
heard that terminology before. I don't know if it was on another live stream. I heard it somewhere. Crab. Yeah, MK Markel's doing well. So just a few tweaks there will help propel it along, I reckon. Oh, is it still playing? I think it's finished now. I believe that was Random Outdoors channel trailer that was playing in the background. It's finished now. It's a 30-second one, so let's do this. Let's look at Random Outdoors. Here we go. Random Outdoors, 132 subscribers. The banner, is that? I'm trying to figure out what that is. Is it a wolf howling or is it a rabbit? It's one or the other. I'm gonna Random Outdoors. I think it might be something to do with outdoors. So as I like to do, go to the About page. Hopefully it will tell me what I'm looking at. Because Random Outdoors, it tells me it's something to do with outdoors. And it could be random. So that's as much as I know at the moment. It says, hey, on this channel, we do random outdoor things like survival and more. Check it out. We'll upload every weekend. We'll have one live stream and one upload in the weekend. Also, every Wednesday, we have a live Q&A session, 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's all pretty good, pretty good. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, etc., etc. That tells me what it's about. So it's a very general sort of outdoors channel. Let's go back to that home page, and I'll make sure that video doesn't play this time. No, don't play. I could just, there's a, no, it's not letting me do that. Okay, having a quick look. We've got, on the homepage, we've got a channel trailer, that's great. An uploads list, so it says cars. Okay, so like cars outdoors, or cars are driven outdoors, that makes sense. Some survival stuff, Survival 101, that's pretty cool. Winter fun. Yeah, and a live stream playlist, that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at your video tab right now. Oh, Spinosaurus alert for Beanie Drawers. When it comes to dinosaurs, Beanie Drawers is your man. Okay, so Random Outdoors says it's a wolf. Wolf was my best guess. Have to do some work on the About page. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's I've seen plenty with less in them. So yeah, you can tweak that up nicely. You just want to get to the point of what the channel's about, because the first 50, 160 words is what shows up when people hover over your channel thingy. Let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't work on that one. In other parts, when your channel logo comes up, they hover over it and it comes up with the first part of your about page. Okay, so this is the most recent video. It's got the Saturday Live 2, which is very recent, 1 hour ago. Your Wednesday Live Q&A, pretty cool. I recognise that text because I think that's the same font that I use on my thumbnails. So it could be, is that possibly from Canva? It's a nice view. That's very simple. Probably want to look at some sort of branding for these thumbnails. So I see you guys are using pictures with some text. See this fourth one here, Saturday Live. That green really blends in because it's a really light green. It blends in with the tiles or the bricks. So probably either want a text box or something contrasting. Come up with a font that you're going to use that's going to be recognizable as yours. So something, I think this is looking pretty neat. These last two thumbnails are like an improvement for sure. So this one here is just your face and nothing else. That's very basic. So you want to come up with, see, like these ones, you at least say live stream. That's a bit hard to read, the yellow with the bright background there. That green there, trailer announcements, that blends in a bit. Oh, this is interesting. Random outdoors. This is nicer. Text is a little small for a thumbnail, but that's visually nice. So yeah, I can see you're heading in that direction because the last couple of videos you've got a specific background and then text. If you're doing something like along these lines or these two, I'd probably add maybe some sort of logo or something, whether it's your channel logo or something that would be identifying that this video is yours. So if you see them, say in the suggested feed or something like that, people go, oh yeah, that's Random Outdoors. I want to check that out. So yeah, some interesting. Yeah, no, Canva's top to you. I see. Yeah, you confirmed it was Canva. That's good. So yeah, you're going down in the right direction for thumbnails from the older ones up to these ones. These ones are a big improvement. I would just add something to, whether it's your face or some sort of logo that's Random Outdoors that you can just pop in the bottom corner or something like that. That will help identify it as yours, particularly if you don't have your face in. Like these ones, you have your face in, but this one is like a beautiful, aurora there or landscape. Just to throw in a something that can identify it, because that just is Saturday Live 2. It doesn't really tell me. Oh, who is this? I have to look down underneath the title, then underneath the title, then down to the under that to see what channel it's from. And some people just sort of glance across the thumbnail, and so you want that thumbnail to grab them or be recognizable as yours. So, but you're on the right path with the thumbnails. They're getting better. I need to go back up to the banner. I didn't really talk about the banner at all. I like the outdoorsy feel because you've got the trees, the wolf. It'd be better if you could see the wolf in full, so maybe you can move it around a bit or something like that. And this is a green text. It's a bit like the text down here in this thumbnail. This green text sort of blends in. Maybe you could go something a little bit more contrasting because the green it sort of stands out a little bit from the darker green of the leaves, but you can see the O sort of is getting washed out by the light color of the wolf. So maybe something darker or a different color that fits the theme. Maybe even in the font style of the newer thumbnails. There's probably a bunch you could do there with the banner to make that better, and also maybe you could stick in that same upload schedule that you've got in your about page, or in addition to that, or instead of, you could just put random, because it's Random Outdoors. I think maybe just having upload schedule might be better than putting, oh yeah, we do outdoor videos, because that's sort of implied by the name. So that would be my advice, something along those lines. So see what you can do with that, and that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Did I look at playlists? I did look at the playlists. No, I didn't look at the playlists. Oh yeah, they're the same ones that you've got. You've put them on your homepage, so that's great. So you've had one on cars, winter fun. keep thinking of ideas for playlists, even if it's putting the same videos, grouping them together differently into different playlists. So you've got other options for people to discover the same video. So whatever works together logically, whether it's a topic or a theme, because I'm sure you'll be able to come up with some more playlists over time. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do that. And switch back to me. Oh, I don't know how Nick Nimmin does this for 6 hours. Oh my. I'm well over halfway through my bottle of water. How's everyone going in the chat? I know when I can see it when Nick gets into the channel reviews, he starts looking at channels. He just it's just out of your mind because you're you're looking at the channel and the thumbnails and stuff and trying to figure out, okay, what can I say about this? Yeah, one of the things I was going to do from a while ago is I was going to pull them up with some Morning Fame in the Morning Fame review tool, but I didn't really get to that today. I didn't do that. I'll see if I can work in the Morning Fame review tool because I know a few people started using it, like Rodney, but I don't know. It has some different aspects. It certainly can look at the thumbnails at different scales. Look at it in dark mode and in light mode. I've really forgotten about everything that's in that review tool. It's been a while since I've looked at it. But I really need to get back to this chat. Random Outdoor says, thanks for the tips, Doug. No worries. I'm glad I could help a little bit. I'm glad there's something that, that I can help you improve on. Just a little tip. That's why I send impressions, little tips. Just something that pops out as I'm looking at it. We're not doing anything in depth. We're not looking at analytics or anything crazy. Certainly, I'm no expert at analytics. So a bit visual stuff, I can pick stuff out. I think if you've been in streams by people like Nick Nimmin long enough and you learn from those channel reviews for 4 or 5 hours every week, you start to pick up stuff and start to learn. You get to be able to pick stuff, nuances of thumbnails and channel art and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm waffling. People say... So yeah, some interesting. It's good to see people giving advice in there as well in the chat, not just me. So I love that. Everything's going on there. A lot of advice. Lovely, cool. Oh boy, I feel like I'm really warming up. Well, it is getting towards midday here. I'm actually surprised because I've been up early. It feels like it's later in the day for me, but it's only like 11:45. So I'm getting towards lunchtime soon for me. Yeah. I wonder if there's anything else, any questions out. We haven't done a lot of Q&A today. So if there's any Q&A, now is the time for that. I think that might be it. Oh, there's that. Somebody else has sent through a channel just now, so let me have a look at that. And who is it? Oh, it's a mystery channel. Jared H. Didn't know there was a Jared H in the chat, but maybe it's somebody's alter ego or real name. So let's have a look. Beanie's been up since early. Okay, so we've got another channel, late entry for channels. That might be it. This might be the last one for today. Anybody puts any more in now, we'll save it for the next stream. Oh, this is Vlog Life. Jared H. Vlog Life. Is Jared H. Vlog Life in the chat? Because this must be lurking. It must be one of the He's my friend's channel. He's my neighbour.
Yo guys, welcome back to another video.
And
Today I have a
trailer playing. I need to stop that. There we go. Okay, thanks for the heads up, Random Outdoors. You're a bit of a neighbours YouTuber community. That's pretty cool. So you're not only friends on the internet, but you're friends like in real life. That's pretty cool. We'll pull that up in just a second. I think what happens is when I'm opening a channel. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was frozen up on the YouTube side. I just jumped over when I saw your message, Beanie, and it was frozen. But there we go. Seems to be working again. I'll pull that one up for it to be different. Yeah, we're getting some stream issues. I think I'm taxing my my computer. I'm pulling up all these tabs, so we'll see what we can do. Let's get this channel out of the way, and then we'll look at a few more questions, and then we might wrap it up for the day. Let's go to this channel here. It says on the thing we've got Jared is obviously who it is. On the channel art it says Vlog Life. Pretty cool font there. Very like a paintbrush. Here we are on the home page, and there's a huge announcement channel trailer. Ooh, and we're going to look down there in a second. I'm going to go to the about page first of all. It says this is my vlog channel. Okay. Here we are all about having fun. Okay. I upload vlogs every Sunday at 12 EST. Not sure if that's AM or PM. And I do live streams every Saturday from 10 AM to 11 AM. So that you must have one coming up tomorrow morning. My main channel is a soccer channel, so go and make sure. So you got another channel that's all about soccer. So this is like a second channel. Interesting. Okay, so this tells me that you vlog and you're having fun. So it doesn't tell me a lot about it at the moment. So it's a very sort of casual type vlog by the looks of things. So let's have a look at the videos. All right, we got these up. Stuck in a box for 24 hours. Scary. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so the thumbnail is very basic. You're going for the picture style thumbnail, but you're in it twice. As in, there's you there, and then there's you there. That's a bit of a disconnect for me, having you in the picture twice. So I'd only have you in once. Probably this bigger one. I can see why, because you're standing next to the box. I'm assuming that's the box you were stuck in for 24 hours. Yeah, that's. I'm sort of. I can see that's like I wouldn't say. I don't want to say clickbait title, but it's a title that does intrigue. It's like, well, why were you stuck in a box for 24 hours? And I guess I need to find out. If I need to find out, I'm going to watch the video. So it gets me with an intrigue. But I think the thumbnail. I like the box. It says 24 hours, and I like the concept of that. So, you know, if that box was bigger, like sitting over this side 24 hours is a lot bigger over here, then that would get me. It wouldn't need text. It'd be you and the box, maybe the look of shock or surprise or something on your face because you've just gotten out of the box. I don't know. That would drag me in more. So that thumbnail would work better probably like that. Okay, this one here is one of your live streams. Of course, there's a live stream, thumbs up. Got a little subscribe logo there. Don't know if you need the subscribe logo. I'd maybe work in. Well, actually, at the moment, your profile logo is just your picture anyway. Now, if you're going to use your picture for a profile logo, you probably want to get closer to your face and less of this empty space here, because you can't really see what you're standing in front of anyway. So you probably want to make it about you. That's what my profile picture is. If you notice, it's my face. And it's pretty close up. I actually cropped it in a lot more than what the original photo was. So if you're going to use your face, get it up and close. So that's the little profile picture action there. What's this? Goodbye YouTube. Is this a I'm quitting YouTube video? But then you've done more videos. That's interesting. I like the picture. It could be lightened up and tweaked up in Photoshop, whatever. Bit more brightness on it. It's a little bit dark, but I like the look for the topic of the video. So if you work that in with maybe bigger text that says goodbye, maybe maybe less words, maybe saying goodbye, and then your video will be goodbye YouTube or whatever. That could work better. Definitely bigger font because that's hard to read as the thumbnail gets smaller onto a mobile. Live stream, that's the same as this one, so using the same. Maybe try with your live streams, even though you're using the same thumbnail there and there, maybe try and differentiate the thumbnail a little bit for each live stream. Just so people say, oh, well, I think I've watched that before, so I'm not going to watch it because I watched it last week. But then but they're not realizing it's a new live stream, not the one from the previous week. So yeah, you might change it up a little bit. Even if you use like mine, I use the same picture in mine, but I changed the text a bit. I might put the date on there, which I haven't done yet. But I tweak the title a little bit depending on what's happening in the live stream. Okay, new channel announcement. So this is another one that the text again on that one is at least quite small, maybe bigger. I would just maybe leave the new channel move announcement, put an announcement across the top because of the way that picture's framed, and there's like a look of surprise. That's pretty good. I like the that you got some expression in your face. That's pretty good. I'll just put maybe announcement because the thumbnail doesn't have to have everything that's in the title. The title's still there. People can read the title. You just want to say announcement, maybe with an exclamation mark in an interesting font. Also, look, when we're talking about fonts with random outdoors before, just make sure that you can nail down maybe one particular font you want to use going forward, so that people it helps with the congruency of the channel, gives you a bit more channel authority. So yeah, as you go down, there's just a lot of screenshots and pictures sometimes. We can get down further here. There's a different sort of set of thumbnails, which I don't really like this style. It's very boxy, putting photos in. If you're ever going to use your photo over a background, you want to get yourself cut out. Maybe look at my video on cutting out objects in Photoshop Mix. There's 2 videos on that on my channel, so check those out. Because the box on it just sort of makes a disconnect. Emojis can be used pretty good, so that's all right. If you're going to use a plain background, maybe you get something that's got like a pattern or something. If it's going to be one color, maybe just a pattern to break it up a bit. If you look at my thumbnail, it's got the light blue background. Originally, it was a plain light blue background, but when I added a picture behind it and then put the transparency on the color to like 50%, so that you can see the picture through, the picture behind it becomes like a pattern, and it breaks up the thumbnail. It gives it a little bit more texture and a bit more depth. So yeah, so generally you get the idea with the thumbnails. Get them to start to look the same or a similar theme, so that you, like what I said with random outdoors, so people know that it's yours. Put maybe a new channel logo or something just in the corner. Use the same font with similar colors all the time. Certainly use different photos, because the photos, especially like the one with the goodbye YouTube, the expression there, or this one, announcement, looking surprised, that helps to convey the tone of the video, so that aspect's good. So if you want to pre-take that photo, get in front of a plain wall. Don't stand in front of a wall with all the different patterns. Just find a plain part of the wall, take your picture, get yourself cut out in Photoshop Mix or Photoshop or something like that, and use that in your thumbnail with an interesting background. Just keep experimenting with your thumbnails to get that better. Maybe you could use this Vlog Life font in all your thumbnails. Doesn't have to be white, but do something like that. Now, getting back to the channel banner, because we didn't just touch on the channel banner. The channel banner up here, Vlog Life. Now, your channel's called Jared H, but Vlog Life, I guess, is the theme or the main name of your channel. Sort of what you're going for, I guess. or you could, I don't know, you could rename it Jared H Vlogs or something like that. But try, yeah, it's got you in it, so we know it's about you. Maybe you could put something about your, like I said with Random Outdoors, either your upload schedule if you've got one, or a little bit, just maybe one sentence about what your channel's about, like something what you've got in your about page, but maybe improve that a little bit. And one more thing, I just want to jump over to the home page itself. I need to. Okay. All you've got on there is your uploads playlist. So same as what I was saying with our MK Markel. You want to go and click on the blue button at the top here, which isn't on here, but on yours it will be. Go in and actually add your playlists to your page and put them in horizontal. And the reason why you put them in horizontal is because you get more thumbnails per page. There's more videos to be seen by the people who are checking out your channel for the first time. So you want to do that. Now, did we look at playlists? Is there playlists? There's two playlists. You've got a live stream playlist, all vlogs from day one. Okay. As you go, create more playlists as well, and then add those to your homepage as well. So I'd say once you've got at least 2 to 3 videos in a playlist, make sure that playlist is added to your home screen, because then that will help fill it out a lot more. And that's about it for that one there. For Vlog Live, Jared H. Just going to refresh that. Okay, any more that we get today, if any more come in, or if you want to put one in later, then you can do so. We'll do it in the next stream. I'm hoping to start doing weekly, but if not, definitely every 2 weeks. But I'm trying for this time slot after Brian G. It all depends on what else is going on, because I moderate Brian G streams on his Friday afternoon, which is roughly around 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Today we were done within the hour and a half, so I had time to have breakfast and get ready for my stream. G'day to Kylie Trenner. Thank you for coming to the stream. That's it. No more for today, but certainly if you submit your details using the form on the description, we will look at those next time. Okay, I need to get caught up on what's happening in the chat, because that review, I was clunking along there. That's the bit where I was frozen, yep. Cargill Studios says 1 terabyte SSD Samsung and 250 gig SSD Samsung for splitting OS and media cache for Premiere. Questions about the box. Goodbye, YouTube is clickbait. I was drawn in more by the 24 hours in the box thing. That got me. I was like, how can he spend 24 hours in a box? Like, I'd need to go to the toilet, like, at some point. You know what I mean? Okay, Shannon Vlogs, if you're still in, good night. I missed that before. I was in the middle of my thing there. Yeah. Beanie says, ditch the clickbait. Clickbait's done to death. You want to do intriguing titles, but you don't want to be clickbaity. You want to make sure what you say is in it. So if you're in the box for 12 hours, say 12 hours. Don't say 24 hours if you're only in there 12 hours, because that's false advertising, really. So that's something to look out for. Make sure that whatever you promise in your thumbnail or your title or even your description is actually in the video. That's your responsibility as a creator. So let's come through here. This is where we're saying hi to Kylie Trenner. Hi, you're welcome. Be back soon. In and go. Yeah. I think OBS must get hinky after a while. All right, let's try changing it up a bit. Let's try a few of the sounds that we haven't done yet. So I'm gonna Maybe this could be like a transition sound, like this. I like it, Beanie. Although the one thing I get annoyed by is channels that do channel update videos like every week. Or it's like, oh, sorry, I haven't posted, but I've had this and that happen in real life. You know, and that's they do more of those videos on their channel than they do what their actual channel's about. That gets my goat. I don't those channels. Goodbye to those channels for me. It's like I don't want to see the reason why is because you had to go visit your grandma or something like that. It's like, well, you know, just post your next video when you can. Post it, and then we'll watch it. So that's what I think, and that's what I'll have to say about that. Oh, Car Galaxy Studios recognizes the Star Trek transporter sound. If you're a real sci-fi fan, then you might recognize this one. You're welcome. You're welcome, all Doctor Who fans. It's still going. Has a little waveform on the button on the Stream Deck. It's pretty cool. There's some other sounds on here I haven't used, which we'll use eventually through these streams. But I'm going to jump back to my Stream Deck button so we can do our thing we do. Any last questions? But we're going to probably wrap this up in a few minutes. So any last questions? I can see a few people are heading out the door today. So if you've got a question, we didn't do much Q&A at all. Virtually nothing technical. And a little bit of YouTube questions, but we didn't really do that much. Beatty for the win. I love that. You should sign out of the stream with that sound. I will try that. I'll just see if I can time that right. See if I can get like a wavy sort of slow transition, which I don't think OBS has, but anyway. It was the TARDIS from Doctor Who. That's what it was. Oh, this is cool. This is telling me how many people. This button here that I've set up. It's the YouTube, how many people watching the stream button, and it has a little number on it. That's how many people are watching the stream. I've just realised that that's there. Well, I think that's it. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to discuss. I think that's getting pretty close. The only problem with my setup with my Stream Deck is my sound effect button's in a whole different... I have to like go in a couple of pages to a different section to get my sounds, and I have to jump back to... But I can do the transition on OBS. What's the one we can go out with? Let's go out with a particular sound. I'll have that ready. I've got that ready here. So, you know, if this live stream was good for you, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, then make sure you're subscribing, okay? Hopefully everybody who's popped past has found me because they're a subscriber. It's popped up. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're watching this in the replay, make sure you subscribe. We try and do these. We're going to try and do these weekly, but definitely every second week. Most recent video was on Super Chat. Everything you need to know about what Super Chat is, which is very live stream related, so that helps everybody. And don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. All the links are down below, I believe. And yeah, smash that like button, everyone. Thank you, Car Galaxy Studios. Smash that like button before we go. Make sure you smash it, because, or if you're in the replay, smash it as well. This is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube. And which one was I going to do? I've forgotten. And I'm out.
his name is John C.